Hey YouTubers, and we're back with another Bleach discussion video. Now, I was actually tagged to do this Bleach Tag video by Xeno Snake, and if you haven't really seen him, he's been on my channel a lot recently. We've been discussing a whole lot of Bleach content, especially since now it's going to end. Anyway, he took it upon himself to make this Bleach Tag video, and he's been tagging everybody. He wants everyone to try to kind of do this and whatnot, so I thought I'd give it a try, and I hope that you guys do give it a try too. I'm just going to state it right up. I don't know anyone else to like really do this, so basically open tag, guys. If you want to do this video, please do it, please spread it. And you know, if you do, please say that Xeno Snake did this, and like, you know, he's a real nice guy. You should definitely go check him out. He'll be in the description below. I'll annotate him on the video and everything. Please go make sure to check him out. Anyway, let's get right down to this because it's not going to be an incredibly long video, hopefully. Okay, so number one, how did you get into Bleach? Well, that's actually a really interesting question because I've actually talked about this a little bit on my channel sometimes before. It's like, when I was in high school, everyone was into Bleach. Everyone was like, oh my god, Bleach, Bleach, Bleach. Oh, the Ichigo hollow mask and all this stuff. Oh, the mask and all like Japanese fest and all this stuff. Because I went to Japan, right? I was in Japan. Not Japan. I was like, I wanted to go to Japan, but I was actually in like Japanese club, and I was taking Japanese all throughout high school. So I was like hanging out with a bunch of weeby people, and no offense, guys. Like I honestly, I was kind of in that realm too, but I wasn't necessarily an anime guy. I really liked Dragon Ball growing up, but I didn't really ever get into Bleach or Naruto or One Piece until like far later in life, when kind of this YouTube thing started a little before, and all these people, kind of the resurgence of Dragon Ball just kind of awoken me to all this other stuff. So yeah, I've always known about Bleach, but I never really gave it a shot. And then I just started watching it like literally for Christmas last year. I was like, look, oh, that's my phone. I will turn that off. So basically, for Christmas last year, I was sitting there going, well, I don't really want anything. You know, we do this like Secret Santa with big gifts, and I was like, you know, I don't really want anything. So whoever gets me is like, just get me a couple of the DVD box sets of Bleach, because there's not in deep Blu-ray, and I'm really into my collection and everything. But anyway, got those for Christmas, and I was like, holy crap, like, this show gets really good. It kind of took a while to get started for me, but like it got really good and I got really into it. Kind of got to the end of those box sets, and now I've been reading the manga and trying to catch up before it ends. So yeah, like Bleach has always kind of been there. It's kind of been in the back burner. But I was really kind of a person who really liked Yu Yu Hakusho more, and those series are really, really similar to some degree or not. But yeah, it's like one of those things I definitely really have started to appreciate Bleach more and more as I've gone over. As like I've kind of gotten more into anime and everything. So yeah, like I definitely want to keep covering it. I'm trying to get to the end before it actually ends, but who knows whether that will happen or not. I've been trying to read through the chapters as fastly as I could. Anyway, which fight is your favorite? Very hard question. I really appreciate, as I've said in another video, the first fight in this series I really appreciated was the fight between Soifon and Yoruichi back in the Soul Society arc and all that, because it was something that was incredibly kind of a meaningful fight against these two characters who were basically side background characters until like the very, you know, till that very moment. And like they just kind of got this shit ton of excuse my language, they got this shit ton of character development, and I was like, wow, that's amazing. I've been like into Dragon Ball for so long, and I haven't seen Dragon Ball like treat any characters like this. And as far as my knowledge of this everything, like apparently this stuff is like what happens in Bleach and Naruto and One Piece and any other like anime series. They have like really in-depth, kind of really fleshed out side characters that kind of get their due. And that was a really important fight for me, and actually kind of starting to like Bleach and understand just why and how popular it was throughout the years. Anyway, what's your favorite scene? Now, this might actually be a bit divisive, but there is a scene right before the Arankars, or the Espada, come in for the first time or something. So Ichigo's kind of come back from the Soul Society, and he's just kind of down and everything, but no one can get him to do anything. And Orihime, which a lot of people, this is why it's divisive, because a lot of people don't like her, but Orihime can't get him to do anything. Chad can't, Uryu can't, like nobody can get him to do anything until Rukia kind of comes back and like forces him to do stuff. And then obviously, obviously the 13 Court Guard squad comes to kind of keep an eye on everything before the Espada show up, and there's this interesting little segment where basically Orihime, I'm sorry if I'm saying her name, but Orihime is kind of like in her room with Rangiku is in the bathroom, and they're just kind of talking, and she's literally just sitting there like crying about her inadequacies as like her personality, her strength, and just all of these like really emotional, just I don't know how to reconcile all my awkwardness and everything. And a lot of people hate her, but that's one of those scenes, it's like I don't understand why. And this is a 17-year-old, 15, however old she was at the time, like 15, 16, 17-year-old girl. And, like she gets so much harsh treatment because of this. Like she seems like a pretty normal kind of really well realized character. I mean, she has like these characters, they have these inadequacies, they have these fears, these doubts about themselves. They're not just people on a page. They have hopes, wants, and dreams, fears of kind of letting that stuff out and everything, and enough to break them down to tears. And you're like, wow, like there's some emotional weight and depth to this show, and people have, or anime or manga, and like there's this real kind of emotional connection that even though it's in the background, it kind of comes to the surface every now and then, and is actually a really interesting concept. So that's why that's my favorite scene. Obviously, there's one where obviously I also like the one where she says goodbye to Ichigo and everything. That's a really good one too. Anyway, what is your favorite quote? I don't have one. I honestly don't know the series that well. I haven't seen a lot of it, and I just really recently picked it back up after I finished the manga portion, after I finished volume 48. So I recently picked it back up, and I think I'm on volume 54 now, and I'm going to try to keep reading and catch up, like I said. So honestly don't have one. So number 5, who is your favorite villain? Aizen, obviously. I feel like he's the only real villain worth talking about in this series, although I don't remember everyone's name either, because honestly, like I feel like in the Fullbring arc, this character with the bookend mark, Tsuchigaya, or whatever his name is, Tsuchigaya, I'm sorry if I got the name wrong, please correct me in the comment section below, but he's a really interesting character too. I think that guy, just that power, the bookend, like kind of inserting yourself into someone's memory to the point where like they know and recognize you and love you so much because you've helped them, is a really dangerous, kind of really awesome kind of idea that you don't really see every now and then. And I really like that idea, although I feel like at some level it's really close to what Aizen does. I know it's not the same and there's kind of differences here and there, but it's definitely kind of close enough to be something that's like, I don't know. But anyway, number 6, make up your own question, be creative. And guys, I haven't really thought of this before I sat down to do this. I think that you should answer me this. Who is your favorite 13 Court Guard squad? I think that is an interesting question. Personally, like I've said before, I really like Soifon, but I also like Sanjin. He is a really awesome creative guy. I mean, in terms of like his backstory, how he didn't want to be seen, how he made friends with Kaname Tosen and everything, like like that is an interesting concept, where the fight between them after the Aizen fight, and Kaname Tosen turns into a big spider who can actually see, and everything, completely lost his way, but not really, because they weren't really seeing eye to eye in the first place and everything. It was just a really interesting concept. And plus, I like the fact that he's a big freaking wolf and everything. I like wolf characters, and I think that's actually kind of cool. Something a little bit different, kind of more spiced off. So basically tell me, who's your favorite captain? New, old, or whatever, like filler, I don't know. I don't really care. Just tell me who you think the best captain is. Anyway, guys, that's it for this Bleach Tag video. Please, like I said, go check out Xeno Z Snake. And also, I'm not tagging anyone, so this is an open tag. If you want to do this Bleach Tag, go ahead and do it. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. I'll see you in the next Bleach discussion video. Bye.